What is Morph? 702.36. Yeah, I knew this day would come. There's a lot that goes into the rules of Morph, but I think we can break it down pretty simply as we discuss. What is Morph? Morph is the original version of modal double-face cards, transform cards, and the like. As you saw before, that means there were a lot of rules around figuring out how that would work. If we go through everything step by step, it's not actually that tricky, so here we go. First, say you have a card with Morph in your hand. You can cast it normally using its printed mana cost, and it will enter the battlefield face up and function as usual from there. No worrying about Morph at all. You can also cast it as a Morph. To do this, you pay 3 generic mana and put the card on the battlefield face down. On first glance, you might think you'd pay its Morph cost to do this, but that comes in later. As long as that face down card stays face down on the battlefield, it is a colorless 2/2 creature with no creature types. At any time you have priority, you can pay the face down card's Morph cost, there it is, and turn it face up. This is a special action that doesn't use the stack. Once the card is face up, it becomes what it is when it's face up. This doesn't count as entering the battlefield. It was already on the battlefield, it just looked a little different. Turning it face up also doesn't change anything else about it. If it's tapped, it's still tapped. If it was enchanted, it still is, and so on. And that's the basics. Here's some more non-basic stuff. If a card ends up as a face down 2/2 some other way, Ixalan for example, and doesn't have Morph, you can't turn it face up. It is just that 2/2 now. You can always look at your own face down Morph cards to remember what they are. If a face down Morph card loses all abilities, that includes the Morph ability that would let you turn it face up. And finally, whenever a face down Morph leaves the battlefield, including when the game would end, you must reveal those cards so your opponent can see that they did indeed have Morph. There are a ton of corner cases and card-specific weirdness with Morph, but that should be enough to get you through most situations. So yes, there's a lot to it, but Morph is an interesting and tricksy mechanic that adds some mystery into the game. It's a daffy, fun, in my opinion, addition to the game, and despite its massive rules text, it's popular enough that it pops back up every now and then. And that's what Morph is. Quick note on Megamorph you're going to see on some cards. It appeared in Khan's block, and it works exactly the same as Morph, except when you turn the creature face up by paying its Megamorph cost, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's it. That's the only difference. Alright, goodbye.